Alright, so I'm gonna yap a little bit here. Now, I don't have a script or anything. I have a plan of how I want this to go, but this is all gonna be one take. So if I am stuttering or whatever, if that sounds unprofessional, it is what it is, you know. But I'm gonna like try to make these videos as authentic as possible because that's just how I want to do it. You know, I don't want to be fake. I want to be transparent. So, and I'm not even sure if I'm gonna like if this is something I'm gonna be doing all the time. Like it feels like it kinda like at the moment I feel like it's just something I wanna do, but at the moment I'm kinda just experimenting. But still trying to get the point across as well. There's a lot of videos out there like this I'm sure, but it's kinda something I wanna do as well. So and I'm gonna clear my voice a lot too. There's no way for me to get that shit perfect because I spent like 2 minutes trying to like clear my throat, and I was coughing a little bit too. Like I could not, I don't know what's going on. Like maybe my room is dusty or something. But anyways, there's something I wanted to touch on, which is something I've been thinking about for like the past couple months, maybe even more than that. But really been focused on it recently, and that is your reality, the way you perceive it, or your perception of reality starts in the mind. And I'm gonna let that sink in. Your perception of reality starts in your mind. Now, what does that mean? That means that your thoughts is your world. Whatever goes on in your head, how you see things, or how you view things, it is coming from your thoughts and the way you think, etc., whatever. So why is this important? This is important because negative thoughts can literally ruin your life. If you have goals, you have dreams, whatever you want to do in life, thinking negatively is already making you fail. And if you don't think positively, then it's guaranteed not to work. Basically, what I'm saying is that if you already have a negative view on life, then everything in your life will be considered negative. Like you may have like happy places or happy moments, etc. But none of that is going to matter if the way you perceive life, it's just negative all the time. Like say for instance, you want to try something new, but in your mind you're already telling yourself, I can't do it, or I'm not good enough. Oh, there's someone out there that's better. You're already setting yourself up for failure. This is mental self-sabotage. And what I mean by that is that you yourself have to be on your own team. Not everyone's going to be supportive, not everyone's going to be in your corner, but you need to be in your own corner. Because at the end of the day, what you're doing is for yourself. And if you're not there for yourself, no one is going to be there for you. So it's like you're already setting yourself up for failure. You're already losing. And that's what you want to avoid. You want to achieve the goal or dream that you have set in mind, but you won't because you don't believe in yourself. You lacked that self-belief, that confidence. And it's okay to not be confident at times. However, it's not okay to put yourself down. Because putting yourself down, you're kind of being your own worst enemy. And that is what we are as humans. We are our own worst enemy because a lot of our problems we create ourselves. A lot of those insecurities, and I'm not saying that insecurities can't come from other people, pointing things out or whatever, but a lot of our own insecurities that we see, that other people try to tell us, oh no, we don't think like that, we don't see that about you, but we see it, is because we created it ourselves. So in actuality, we are our own worst enemy. So that brings me back to what I'm saying. The way you perceive reality starts in the mind. So if you're thinking like, oh, there's this cute girl I want to talk to, but I'm ugly, I'm unattractive, I'm weird, I'm awkward, that is how you're gonna always see yourself. That you're already sabotaging yourself, already ruining your chances, instead of giving yourself a chance to even prove to you that you can get this girl or whatever. You already lost before you even started. And that is a hindrance. And I, for one, have fallen victim to this many times, where I thought that I wasn't good enough to do something, and I basically just wasn't because I was already thinking that I wasn't. But when you go into something with confidence, and you instead of saying like I can do this, or like I'm gonna crush this or whatever, you can say things like I'm gonna give it my all, and I'm gonna try not to suck, But if you just go through life thinking that you're not good enough, or you're ugly, or you can't do this, you can't do that, using the term can't way too much is going to set your life up for so many losses and so many failures, because you're going to condition your brain into believing that you can't do anything that you want to do. Like, something I struggle with, like right now, as I'm currently making this video, is speaking. Like, I can probably talk all day if I'm like talking to someone like I'm comfortable with, but like just being with myself and making this video and knowing that other people will potentially listen to this, it's kind of difficult to not stutter, to not freeze up. I've frozen up like 3-4 times in this video already as I'm making it, and it's kind of embarrassing, I'm not gonna lie, but at the same time, it's my first time, and I'm not gonna let that stop me from trying to accomplish what I want to accomplish. And that's how everyone needs to think. Everyone needs to think like this, that no matter what I struggle with, no matter what my problems are, I'm not gonna let that hold me back from getting what I need to get out of life. And you only get one life, you're only here one time. So why waste your life doubting yourself, not trying? Me personally, I want to make an impact on life, and I think about this all the time. Like, someone in their early 20s, I'm 23. I never really knew what I wanted to do with my life. I kind of always wanted to just like get a lot of money and then just relax, like not really do anything. I never wanted to be fucking president or a CEO of a company or whatever. Like, I never wanted any of those things. But it's like, knowing how the world is, you need money to live. Everything's expensive. You can't live comfortably if you are struggling financially, right? So that's what I want to do. I want to make an impact, and that's my attempt at this video. And it might not do anything, but I'm not gonna just not try, because honestly, I'm not like the YouTube type. I never really thought I was, to like just make videos. Like, I'm a gamer, so I just kind of just play games and shit and upload it. But I want to do something a little different because I feel like the way I think, I'm kind of like, I feel like I'm alone in that. Like most people that I talk to don't think like me at all. Like at all. And like I don't have anyone to talk to either. So it's like I'm kind of just alone with my thoughts. And that's not always a bad thing, but sometimes it kind of gets a little like, damn. Like it's like that one episode of SpongeBob where like all the papers in the file cabinets are just everywhere and everything's like red alert or whatever, and all the SpongeBob's in there are just fucking tweaking out. That's kind of like how my mind is sometimes. I'm like, damn, I need to like say this shit out loud to regulate my thoughts because it's so much shit going on in my head. And it's literally my own voice, or it's negative thoughts, it's positive thoughts, it's whatever, you know. Anxiety, worrying about shit I shouldn't be worried about. But yeah, the moral of the story is, or the moral of the video, the point I'm trying to make is, we need to start thinking more positively to have a more positive life. Because knowing that life isn't going to be perfect, there's going to be struggle, there are going to be obstacles in life, just accepting that and enjoying life anyways, you kind of have the cheat code to life itself. Like, just, you know what, something bad's probably gonna happen, and that's not paranoia, that's just acceptance, just literally accepting that life isn't going to always be good, life isn't going to always be bad. But we as human beings tend to just focus on the bad because the bad is heavy, you know? It's something we carry daily. It's like there is no human in this world, on this planet, that has not struggled in some way, shape, or form. We all face struggle. But some of us, most of us, we tend to just focus on the struggle. And that's how we see life. All life is just hard. Life's unfair. Life sucks. And if that's all you think, then that's all it's going to be. Life is hard, life is unfair, and life sucks. So I believe that we owe it to ourselves to try to change our perspectives on that. Because life is all about perspective. It's literally all about perspective. And I can put it into an example. Let's say, and I'm gonna stutter here too because I have to think about it, you know. But let's say your partner, your significant other, whatever, you texted them and they haven't responded in like 2 hours. And now in your head you're thinking all types of shit like, oh, they're cheating on me, oh, I made them mad, oh, they're doing something bad that they shouldn't be doing. We tend to just jump straight to conclusions and start to assume and think the worst. And what happens? What happens then? That starts to become our reality. Not necessarily like they're literally doing that, but you thinking the worst creates the worst, because now when they do respond, oh, what were you doing? Why didn't you text me? La da da. So that creates an argument, obviously. Creates problems. You might break up, you might need a little bit of space, and then they might actually cheat on you for that. They might actually break up with you or leave you or not want to talk to you because you did upset them when they were just in the shower. Not for 2 hours, but you get what I mean. Like they were busy, they were doing something else, and they just didn't have their phone with them, or it died, or they were sleeping, you know. So why am I saying this? I'm saying this because if you change your perspective and stop thinking the worst and stop letting your anxiety get the better of you, when they do respond and you see that it's not, well, not even that. Let's not say that. Let's say that if you already are thinking positively instead of negatively, even though you don't have a clear answer to it, you're not worrying yourself. You're not stressing about it. And we tend to do that. We tend to stress over the smallest, dumbest, like, insignificant things. Because we're overthinking and we're listening to that first thought that comes to our head, which is the worst thought. A lot of people don't think like that, but a lot of people do. A lot of people just assume the worst. A lot of us are pessimists. So we're not expecting anything good out of anything. Even though we may have something good, we're not thinking positively about it. So I'm kind of just yapping. It's my first video, but yeah, that's all I really came to say, this time. I got a lot of things I want to talk about, and I'm probably leaving things out at the same time. This is all one take. Like, I paused a couple of times just to like regroup because, like I said, like I have like stage fright, even though there's literally no one here. But in my mind, like, I'm speaking to an audience right now, because it's going out to an audience. And this is a overly long video, so I'm gonna have like clips playing in the background when I get done with this, but just in case you want to like watch something while I talk. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Thanks for listening to me yap. Just start thinking more positively about really anything in life, even when it's literally negative and there's no other way to see it. There's always another way to see something. There's always a different perspective. Not everything is just all bad, not everything's all good, but it's up to us to decide that. And if we decide to, okay, well, this is something negative, then that's just what it's going to be, regardless of what anyone else says. Because at the end of the day, your life, your reality, your thoughts, your reality, that you control your life. You are the master of your world. So however you think, that's just how things are going to be until you change it. And if you want to change your life, you want to be positive, you want to prosper in some way, shape, or form, it starts in the mind. You don't just make shit happen physically. It starts mentally first. So anyways, that's all I wanted to say. Thanks for listening to my TED Talk. And until we meet again, peace. Yeah. I mean, those shenanigans will work at some point. You just keep on swinging. Create a soul. Nightmare against Maxi. Yeah. Bud! Put me down!
I fucking hate you, I hate myself, I should uninstall, I'm bad, oh my fucking god.
Yeah, just delete the game, bro.
Oh my fucking god,
Just delete that shit, bro. Just